Part 1, The Warning in the Stars. The Galactic Council's Mistake. The Grand Hall of the Galactic Council shimmered with the light of 1,000 stars, its crystalline walls reflecting the diverse representatives of the galaxy's most powerful species. Among them stood Ambassador Zanara, her silver skin glowing faintly under the chamber's ethereal lights. Her voice, calm yet firm, echoed through the hall as she addressed the council. "You are making a grave error," she declared. "Humans are not the weak, primitive species you believe them to be. They are predators, and if you continue to underestimate them, you will regret it." The council members murmured among themselves, their skepticism evident. Councillor Drax, a towering figure with scales that shimmered like molten gold, sneered. "Predators? They lack claws, fangs, or even natural armor. Their world is a death trap, yet they survive by sheer luck. They are prey, nothing more." Zanara's golden eyes narrowed. She activated her holographic display, showing images of Earth's history, wars, technological advancements, and humanity's relentless drive to overcome impossible odds. "Look closely," she urged. "Humans thrive in chaos. They turn adversity into strength. They are not just survivors, they are conquerors." The mission to Earth. The Council reluctantly agreed to send Zanara to Earth as their emissary, tasked with assessing humanity's true nature. As her ship descended through Earth's atmosphere, she marveled at the planet's beauty, its vast oceans, towering mountains, and sprawling cities. But beneath the surface, she sensed something primal, something dangerous. Her first meeting with Commander Jackson Reed, the human representative, was tense. Jackson was a striking figure, his broad shoulders and piercing blue eyes exuding confidence. His handshake was firm, his gaze unwavering. "Welcome to Earth, Ambassador," he said, his voice carrying a hint of amusement. "I hope we can prove your council wrong." Zanara studied him carefully. There was something about Jackson that set her on edge, a quiet intensity, a predator's patience. She had read about human history, their wars, their innovations, but meeting one in person was different. He was both civilized and wild, a paradox she couldn't quite unravel. The first encounter. As they toured Earth's capital, Zanara observed the humans closely. They moved with purpose, their eyes constantly scanning their surroundings. Even in their cities, there was an undercurrent of vigilance, a readiness for danger. She noticed how Jackson's hand instinctively rested near his weapon, how his posture shifted subtly when they entered crowded areas. That evening, during a diplomatic reception, Zanara found herself drawn to Jackson. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, touching on topics ranging from politics to philosophy. But beneath the surface, there was a tension, a mutual recognition of each other's strength. "You're not what I expected," she admitted, her golden eyes meeting his. Jackson smiled, a predator's smile. "And you're exactly what I expected, intelligent, observant, and dangerous in your own way." The turning point. Their growing connection was interrupted by an emergency alert. A rogue faction had attacked a human colony on the edge of explored space. Jackson's demeanor shifted instantly, his calm exterior replaced by a fierce determination. "We need to respond immediately," he said, his voice sharp. Zanara hesitated. The council had forbidden her from getting involved in human conflicts. But as she looked into Jackson's eyes, she saw something that made her decision clear. "I'm coming with you," she declared. The journey to the colony was tense. Zanara watched as the human crew prepared for battle, their movements precise, their focus unwavering. She had never seen a species so disciplined, so ready to fight for their own. When they arrived at the colony, the scene was chaotic. The attackers had overwhelmed the defenses, but the humans were not giving up. The battle begins. Jackson led the charge, his tactical brilliance on full display. The humans fought with a ferocity that stunned Zanara. They were not just defending their colony, they were hunting their enemies. She watched as Jackson coordinated the defense, his commands sharp and decisive. The attackers, expecting an easy victory, were caught off guard by the humans' relentless aggression. In the heat of battle, Zanara found herself fighting alongside Jackson. Her training as a diplomat had not prepared her for this, but her instincts took over. She moved with a grace that matched Jackson's strength, their partnership seamless. Together, they turned the tide of the battle. The aftermath. As the dust settled, Zanara stood amidst the ruins of the colony, her mind racing. She had seen humanity's true nature, and it was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Jackson approached her, his expression unreadable. "You fought well," he said, his voice soft. Zanara nodded, her golden eyes meeting his. "I understand now," she replied. "You are not just predators. You are protectors." Jackson smiled, a genuine smile this time. "We fight for what we believe in. And we protect those who cannot protect themselves." As they prepared to return to Earth, Zanara knew that her report to the Council would change everything. Humanity was not the weak, primitive species the galaxy believed them to be. They were predators, yes, but they were also something more, something the galaxy had never seen before. Part 2, The Council's Doubt. The report to the Council. Zanara stood before the Galactic Council once more, her silver skin glowing under the chamber's lights. The holographic display behind her showed images of the battle at the human colony, humans fighting with unmatched ferocity, their determination evident in every frame. "This is the truth about humanity," she declared, her voice firm. "They are not prey. They are predators, and they are protectors." The council members exchanged uneasy glances. Councillor Drax leaned forward, his golden scales shimmering with skepticism. "A single battle does not prove your point, Ambassador. Humans are still primitive, still weak." Zanara's golden eyes flashed with frustration. "You refuse to see what is right in front of you. Humanity's strength lies not in their physical abilities, but in their minds, their resilience, their unyielding will to survive and protect." The Council's decision. Despite Zanara's impassioned plea, the Council remained unconvinced. They agreed to send a delegation to Earth to assess humanity's capabilities firsthand. Zanara was appointed as the lead emissary, tasked with guiding the delegation and ensuring their safety. As the delegation prepared for their journey, Zanara couldn't shake the feeling of unease. She had seen humanity's true nature, but the Council's stubbornness threatened to undo everything. She knew that the delegation's findings would shape the galaxy's perception of humanity, and she was determined to ensure that they saw the truth. The arrival on Earth. The delegation's arrival on Earth was met with a mix of curiosity and caution. Commander Jackson Reed was once again their guide, his presence a constant reminder of humanity's strength. As they toured Earth cities, the delegation observed the humans closely, their skepticism slowly giving way to curiosity. Zanara watched as Jackson explained humanity's history, their struggles, and their triumphs. His words were measured, his tone respectful, but there was an underlying intensity that kept the delegation on edge. They were beginning to see what Zanara had seen, the duality of humanity, their capacity for both destruction and creation. The turning point. The delegation's visit took a dramatic turn when a natural disaster struck one of Earth's coastal cities. A massive tsunami threatened to wipe out the entire region, and the humans sprang into action. Zanara and the delegation watched in awe as the humans coordinated a massive rescue effort, their efficiency and determination unmatched. Jackson led the effort, his commands sharp and decisive. The humans worked tirelessly, risking their lives to save others. Zanara saw the fear in their eyes, but also their resolve. They were not just fighting for their own survival, they were fighting for each other. The aftermath. As the disaster was brought under control, the delegation stood amidst the wreckage, their skepticism replaced by a newfound respect. "You were right, Ambassador," one of the delegates admitted. Humans are not what we thought they were. Zanara nodded, her golden eyes meeting Jackson's. They are predators, yes, but they are also protectors. They fight for what they believe in, and they protect those who cannot protect themselves. As the delegation prepared to return to the Galactic Council, Zanara knew that their report would change everything. Humanity's true nature had been revealed, and the galaxy would never be the same. Part 3, The Galaxy's Awakening. The Council's Revelation. The Galactic Council chamber was filled with tension as the delegation presented their findings. The holographic display showed images of the tsunami rescue effort, humans working together, risking their lives to save others. The council members listened in silence, their skepticism slowly giving way to understanding. Councillor Drax was the first to speak. Perhaps we have underestimated humanity, he admitted, his golden scales shimmering with uncertainty. But can we trust them? Can we trust a species that is both predator and protector? Zanara stepped forward, her silver skin glowing with determination. We must, she declared. Humanity's strength lies in their duality. They are not just predators, they are guardians. They fight for what they believe in, and they protect those who cannot protect themselves. The New Alliance. The Council agreed to form a new alliance with humanity, one based on mutual respect and understanding. Zanara was appointed as the liaison between the Galactic Council and Earth, tasked with ensuring the success of the alliance. As she returned to Earth, Zanara couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. She had seen humanity's true nature, and she had fought to ensure that the galaxy saw it too. But she knew that the real challenge was just beginning. The first mission. The first mission of the new alliance was a joint effort to protect a vulnerable colony on the edge of explored space. Zanara and Jackson led the mission, their partnership stronger than ever. As they prepared for the mission, Zanara couldn't shake the feeling of unease. She knew that the success of the mission would determine the future of the alliance. The mission was a success, but it was not without its challenges. The humans fought with their usual ferocity, but they also showed a level of compassion that surprised the other species. They worked together, protecting each other and the colony with equal determination. The Galaxy's Awakening. As the mission came to an end, Zanara stood amidst the colony, her golden eyes scanning the horizon. She knew that the galaxy was beginning to awaken to the truth about humanity. They were not just predators, they were protectors. They fought for what they believed in, and they protected those who could not protect themselves. As she prepared to return to the Galactic Council, Zanara couldn't help but feel a sense of hope. The galaxy was changing, and humanity was at the heart of that change. They were not just a species to be feared, they were a species to be respected, to be admired. And as she looked into Jackson's eyes, she knew that their journey was far from over. Together, they would continue to fight for what they believed in, and they would continue to protect those who could not protect themselves. Part 4, The Final Stand. The threat emerges. The new alliance between humanity and the Galactic Council was put to the test when a new threat emerged, a rogue faction of ancient predators, long thought to be extinct. They had returned, more powerful than ever, and they threatened to destroy everything the alliance had built. Zanara and Jackson were once again at the forefront of the fight. As they prepared for the final stand, Zanara couldn't help but feel a sense of dread. She knew that this battle would determine the future of the galaxy. The battle begins. The battle was fierce, the ancient predators proving to be a formidable foe. But the humans fought with their usual ferocity, their determination unmatched. Zanara watched as Jackson led the charge, his tactical brilliance on full display. The humans were not just fighting for their own survival, they were fighting for the survival of the galaxy. As the battle raged on, Zanara found herself fighting alongside Jackson once more. Their partnership was seamless, their movements in perfect harmony. Together, they turned the tide of the battle. The turning point. The turning point came when Jackson sacrificed himself to save the colony. His actions were a testament to humanity's true nature, their willingness to fight for what they believed in, and their willingness to protect those who could not protect themselves. As Jackson fell, Zanara felt a surge of determination. She knew that she had to continue the fight, not just for Jackson, but for the galaxy. She led the final charge, her silver skin glowing with the light of 1,000 stars. The aftermath. As the dust settled, Zanara stood amidst the ruins of the battlefield, her golden eyes scanning the horizon. The ancient predators had been defeated, but the cost had been high. Jackson was gone, but his legacy lived on. Zanara knew that the galaxy would never be the same. Humanity had proven themselves to be more than just predators, they were protectors. They fought for what they believed in, and they protected those who could not protect themselves. As she prepared to return to the Galactic Council, Zanara couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. She had seen humanity's true nature, and she had fought to ensure that the galaxy saw it too. And as she looked into the stars, she knew that their journey was far from over.